Hello, Born Review Nation. Gabe.
Nick.
I love it. He's like, oh, don't do it. All right, Nick, tell him why we're here today.
Do you remember when we had like 200 subscribers and someone's like, how can you have a nation with 200 people? We're like, we don't care. We had a nation with just the two of us.
Listen,
okay?
we were at that point, we were a nation of two.
Yes. I mean, we just recently hit 7,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. He had mentioned to me, I never thought we'd ever get to that point. Neither did I. I was happy when we hit 100. Like, hey, all right, milestone.
100 people want to listen to us talk.
But we are loving the love, so thank you very much. If you're new to Boring Reviews, we do it all, basically, whether it's Hollywood or Bollywood, American or Indian or British or whatever. We have all types of reactions and reviews. We also have a Patreon page looking for some support. You can't see, but we got some new lights here in the studio, and we are upping our game a little bit. Next I want to do is I want to get maybe another microphone and then maybe even a little better of a camera. So if you want to help us out there, we would appreciate it. But we are looking at The Family Man. Now, full disclosure, there's a movie, it's not this, but with Nicolas Cage, a Christmas film I watch every year around Christmas time called The Family Man. No one else likes it. I love that movie. So that's what I think about when I think of The Family Man.
We talked about that movie, and I remember the best part of that movie was Don Cheadle, okay? As I like to call him, the scene stealer. No matter what movie he's in, he always likes to steal scenes, and he's really good in that movie. But as family men ourselves, could you imagine going from, and the synopsis of that movie basically is what? He's this super rich guy, and then
he chose to not have a family, not get married,
right,
and go with the career, and he was super successful at it.
And then during one Christmas, like I guess it's like the ghost of Christmas past, something like that. That's what Don Cheadle, an angel comes down and shows him what his life would have been like if he decided to have a family. So he has this family, but then at the end, it's just a glimpse. So he has to go back to his regular life. And now he wants to give up his fame, his fortune, his success to be a family man. And I think to myself, if I were you, man, I'd be like, oh, especially when my kids are acting up some days, I'd be like, oh, what if?
No, but I mean, like, all jokes aside, I would definitely miss it. So
of course,
maybe that's why I love that movie. But we're talking about the Indian Amazon original called The Family Man. It's got Raj and DK. I'm not sure who that is. Manoj Bajpayee. Not sure who that is. Maybe that's the director. But we've got a lot of requests for this.
Right.
One person requested this, and someone replied to their comment and said, no! So, who knows what that's all about?
Well, we'll see what it is. I will tell you what. I've only seen like 3 different Amazon original properties, okay? They're not as big as Netflix, obviously, but what I have seen, The Boys, we did a review for The Boys on this channel. The Boys was awesome. The Tom Clancy games, it's from the guy from The Quiet House is in there.
Oh, Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan. That's pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. And there's another one I cannot remember, just came out. I didn't like that one. The guy from Lord of the Rings that is in it. He's playing like some detective. It's like a fantasy world. He's investigating like the death of an elf or something on a train. It was so weird, man. I watched like the first 2 episodes and I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not gonna dedicate it, because it was a series. So that 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But those are only 3 things I've actually seen from Amazon original.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're hit or miss. I don't really get too excited when I hear an Amazon original. There's still that one called The Aeronauts, which I haven't checked out yet, but I hear, good things from my sister or whatever. Anyways, let's get into our reaction to the official trailer of The Family Man. Here we go.
Boring Reviews.
Bueller.
क्या हुआ? अरे कुछ नहीं भैया, कुछ नहीं.
आप डरते क्यों हो माँ? मैं बोल दूँ? यार मातन चोर!
क्या बोला रे?
Poor guy.
How can you be so insensitive, Shri? धृति को स्कूल से सस्पेंड कर दिया. प्रिंसिपल तुमसे बात कर रही थी.
और तुम? This is not a light matter that we are discussing, Mr. Shrikant.
He's texting.
बच्चों के लिए टाइम निकालना सिर्फ मेरी जिम्मेदारी है.
लेकिन तुम मेरे जॉब का नेचर जानती हो यार.
सर वो होम लोन का पूछना था सर.
पर आपको यही जॉब क्यों करना है? क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट जॉब में कुछ करना नहीं पड़ता ना, इसलिए.
पिस्टल बाहर रख के तेरे पास आऊंगा बहुत भरोसा करके अंदर आ रहा हूं मैं गलती से शूट मत कर देना
Welcome to threat analysis and surveillance cell. We predict attacks before they happen.
भाग तो तुड़ी के देखता हूं कितनी दूर भागता है तू
और ये हैं सीनियर एनालिस्ट श्रीकांत तिवारी.
कल करे सो आज करे सो अब खिस रहा है रोज तू फल मिलेगा कब उसकी खुद की खुशी के लिए तूने क्या क्या किया पढ़ लिख के
बच्चों को स्कूल से कब पिक करने वाले हो?
नहीं बस पहुंच गया. अब धरते अब ये बच्चे सामने ही दिखाई दे रहे हैं.
धृति और अथर को मैंने पिक कर लिया है. क्या फायदा ऐसा काम का जहाँ तुम्हें ये तक याद नहीं कि तुम्हारी फैमिली भी है.
Somebody has to step up and do this job. जब देश सुरक्षित है तो हमारे परिवार सुरक्षित है हम सब सुरक्षित हैं. अब वक्त आ गया है कि पाकिस्तान दुनिया को अपनी ताकत का एहसास दिलाए. रॉ के एक स्लीपर एजेंट ने हमें बलूचिस्तान से टिप ऑफ किया है कि कुछ बड़ा प्लान हो रहा है. This mission is called जुल्फिकार. हाँ जिया तो भाई तू सबके लिए जिया तो भाई तू सबके लिए हाँ जिया तो भाई तू सबके लिए पर किसके लिए मरेगा.
उन्हें सिर्फ एक बार जीतना होता है और हमें हर एक बार.
The foiled terror strike on Delhi was way bigger than 26/11.
अगर 26/11 रोकना होता तो रोक नहीं लेते. तभी क्या गोटियां खेल रहे थे क्या? टेरर अटैक रोकेंगे झंडू लोग.
Okay.
What you think?
You know what? At first I'm watching this and I'm like, man, I'm getting a little bit of a feel. It was like a comedy at first, right? The guy comes through on the bike, boom, hits his window, his little mirror, he says something, and then the guy turns around, looks at him, he says, I don't know nothing, and then his son
His son just sells him out.
Yeah, his son sells him out, gets him in trouble,
we know
man.
how that is, his dad's like, no.
Like, oh, calm down. Yeah, your kids think you're superheroes or something. Like, you see how big that dude is? But
I gotta check out to see who that guy was.
It looks like the guy. It looks like the guy from Gangs of Lucifer.
I just don't. Yeah, it looks like him. I think that's him. Oh, I was right. I knew he looked familiar, but he had hair on his head. So I mean, that was throwing me off.
So I'm already a fan because he was in Gangs of Lucifer.
Awesome,
and he's a great actor. I tell you what. Then they got the twist in there where okay, he's this family man, but he's really the spy and. But
government jobs are easy and boring.
Yeah, but you're trying to balance that with also being a family man, being a father. And the one thing I guarantee you, you've been through it, I've been through it, every husband has been through it, where you either are running late or you forgot to do something, the wife calls you and is like, oh yeah, I'm on my way to pick up the kids. Yeah, I already got them. We've all been there.
I have never been there.
Really?
Hey, I'm lucky enough to be a teacher and I have my kids with me at work. So
I've done that many a times when my wife will call me and she'll be like, hey, did you forget you're supposed to? Oh, no, I'm on my way. Yeah, well, I already picked them up. Thanks. You know you're in trouble the minute you get home.
I can believe it.
But, man, it looks good because a lot of times.
It does look good, yeah.
You got to have that comedy. And, again, they attached a really good actor to it. I think that's always an important part. You know, story, yes, is important because you have to have story. And when you're a showrunner, especially when you're doing a series and not just a movie, you got to have enough content to keep the story engaging, keep your audience captivated. But you also have to have good acting. You got to have good acting, bottom line. You can be as good as you want. The story can be as good as you want. But if you got a horrible actor, somebody who's just mailing it in, it's going to crush your story. So I'm glad that they went with him. What's his name again? I could never. Minaj. He was so good in Gangs of Lucifer. And I was so angry. Remember that I was mad at Faisal because he got him killed? After that, I'm like, no, I hated Faisal. And now I'm the biggest Faisal fan. He's the main actor in Sacred Games, right?
He's in a lot of stuff. I remember when we did that review, I said, I actually like this guy a lot. You were so mad at him. I was correct. So, but yeah, it's good to see this guy in it since Faisal's into so many other things. But that was a great request. I actually did think that was really enjoyable. For me, it kind of reminded me a little bit of True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where he's a spy, but he's also a family man. But when he's a spy, he kicks butt. When at home, he just plays it off as whatever. This guy, it's a little more realistic, where he's just like at home and he's just tired. Like, I just fought all this terrorist or whatever, and I just want to come home and like have like a sandwich or something. So I really like that aspect, especially like he said, being family men. We are not secret spies. Sorry about that, but that looked good. That looked definitely entertaining. I'm not sure why the one person said no. Maybe it's really bad, but it looked interesting to me.
You know what? I don't understand, honestly, how Amazon's business model works, but when I watched The Boys, I was like, man, this is good production value. It's a great series, right? But unlike Netflix, you know, they're not bringing in that kind of revenue that Netflix is. I mean, Amazon has their whole business.
I was going to say, Amazon is like the biggest business in the world
but
right
that's
now.
from shopping or whatever, and online shopping. But as far as like their movie part of it, the Amazon Video part of it.
Because they charge you $100 or $119 a year to keep Amazon Prime for the free shipping, they're smart enough to say we have to have something else to bring them in. If we can bring them in from the shipping and we can bring them in from the entertainment, we're still getting their $119.
Right.
So I think it's genius. But we digress. If you like this video, you know what to do. I mean,
smash that subscribe button. You know, give us a like. That definitely helps us out. And
not that one.
And you guys already know, as we like to say around these parts over here, you know, until next time, adios.
Adios.